I was talking with a friend the other day about how I got started with Subaru, and it dawned on me. I've been with Subaru as of March 15th, 2022 for 10 years, for a decade. It seems like a long period of time to be with a car brand, and it seemed kind of significant to me. So I started thinking back to all the things that led up to this point and everything, and I'm like, this would be really fun to share in a video. And then I got to thinking, probably too long for one. So I'm gonna split this up into 4. So thanks for tagging along for a 4-part series covering everything that I've done with Subaru over the last 10 years. So enjoy. To better understand why I got into Subaru in the first place, I've broken it down into 3 main sections that really stood out when I was looking at getting a new car 10 years ago. And the first was the Subaru brand itself and the loyal customer following that it had, the great cars that they made, the boxer engine, the all-wheel drive system. All those things really appealed to me. I was looking for something all-wheel drive to be able to get me through Nebraska's unpredictable winters, but I wanted something easy to work on too. And the Impreza looked like it could deliver all of that. You could get the Impreza in a sedan or in a hatchback. I opted for a hatch because just my lifestyle and such, I wanted to be able to load stuff in the back easily without having to mess around with the trunk too much. And yeah, the Impreza delivered on all of those fronts. Now, you could get it, fully loaded with all sorts of options and everything, but even without all of that stuff, the basic car itself still provided everything I needed. My first one did not have cruise control on the steering wheel, didn't have Bluetooth or radio controls or USB jacks or a touchscreen or anything awesome like that. Later Subarus I would have would, but at the time I didn't need that, and I also kind of couldn't afford it, but I was still able to get the things that were important. I got a hatchback that was economical because mine was a CVT. I didn't know how to drive a manual at the time anyhow. Delivered great fuel efficiency and didn't sacrifice that all-wheel drive system. And I also was looking at a hatchback because of the second reason. My friend that had been helping me with my repairs on my other car had a Subaru Impreza WRX hatchback. And it was a great idea to me because it's like, holy cow, this car can perform, but they can also still haul around stuff. It was a great all-rounder. And then I realized that there was a Subaru community of people around these cars, not just Imprezas and WRXs, but Foresters and Crosstreks and Legacies and Outbacks and all sorts of other stuff. And it's like, this is really cool. I want to be part of this. These people, these cars, there's this common bond of Subaru between everything, linking it all together. It doesn't matter if you got a fast and loud car over here and a grocery getter over there, they still have a common bond there. And that was a great way to meet new people too. A lot of great friends that I still have to this day, I met originally through the Subaru Owners Club. And whether they have a Subaru now anymore or not, doesn't matter, because I wouldn't have met these great people without the Nebraska Subaru Owners Club. That ended up being a bigger reason for getting my first Subaru than I thought, because it wasn't even something that I had considered in terms of, car ownership. You buy a car, you put gas in it, it gets you around, and that's it. I didn't think there could be something so fun and rewarding to be part of until I was introduced to the fact of, there's these people in the Nebraska Subaru Owners Club, and it's just anything Subaru, and they're all really great people. And not only was that a surprise element to why I got into Subaru, but a big reason of why I'm still here. The final thing that got me into Subaru was also kind of by accident. When I was looking around online at videos of Subaru, I saw this one come up. It was a event that had just happened over the summer in my home state of New Hampshire, up Mount Washington. And I'm just sitting there trying to figure out, who the heck is David Higgins? What on earth is a WRX STI? And what's a rally team? And what are they doing in New Hampshire going up the mountain on pavement, on dirt, on gravel? that fast. This is incredible. I had never seen anything like this before. So Rally really kind of jumped out to me just in me doing research, trying to look up and see what Subaru was about. And the Rally team played a big part in that because of initially just the wow factor of, oh, look at these cool parts, look at those fast race cars and all that. And it was really incredible to me to learn about this new form of motorsport, or new to me rather. Rally's been around for ages. I just hadn't ever found it before. And then that also kind of kicked off following David Higgins' race career, especially with the Subaru team. And it was really fun to follow him from his start in 2011, just before I got my 2012 Impreza, and see him win championship after championship. And in this case, see him get the record at the top of Mount Washington. He would go on to do it again at the next running of the event. And it was a big part of me wanting to get into Subaru. And not only that, but later on for me wanting to get into rallying and even getting to know these people later on. And I look back at watching that initial video of David Higgins in a STI hatchback flying up the side of this crazy, sketchy hill. I say hill. To people in Colorado, Mount Washington's probably a hill. This is a mountain. This is a peak to climb, and it is a crazy, gnarly road. And I still love watching this video and showing it to people. And it always brings me back to one of the things that got me into Subaru, and one of the things that I still love very, very, very much about this. So that's probably plenty for now. You have a good idea of what got me into Subaru. Next, we'll be going over my first couple years with Subaru, with the Nebraska Subaru Owners Club, and with Rallycross competing as well. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.